Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Shovel, and today we're going to be doing an overview of Genos from the One Punch Man manga series. Genos is the disciple of our main character Saitama. He's also the deuteragonist of the story. Pretty fun character, very serious. The dynamic between him and the comedic dynamic between him and Saitama is always fun to see, and not just Saitama, really, anybody in the story. Yeah, Genos, um, he goes well with a lot of the characters in the story. With that said, let's just jump right on into the overview. So, about when Genos was 15, about 4 years ago, he's currently 19 in the story. His village got attacked by a mad cyborg. This mad cyborg killed all of his family and severely injured Genos. Genos was only saved by the passing of Dr. Kurenose. Uh, Kurenose. Shit. I hope I'm saying his name right. Um, Dr. Kurenose, who was in pursuit of the mad cyborg. Dr. Kurenose would save Genos' life by turning him into a cyborg, and from that point on, Genos would swear to fight for justice. And the next 4 years of his life, Genos would go from town to town, village to village, destroying monsters, evil organization, and the likes, and also pursuing the mad cyborg. And this is where we catch up with him 4 years into his fight for justice, which means that Genos has been fighting for justice way longer than Saitama's been training, because Saitama only started 3 years ago, so Genos was ahead of him. I wonder how. I don't know. I'm not really sure, but I was curious how Saitama would react. To a whole village being destroyed. That would have been big news in the world of One Punch Man. I think. Yeah, I'm curious as to that went. It doesn't seem like many people know about it, so it probably was like a very remote village. But still, I mean, an entire village or town being destroyed and an entire family massacred. You figure that be like big news or people would know about it, but it doesn't seem like anybody know about it. Maybe it's just a very common thing because there's a bunch of monsters in the One Punch Man universe. So, but yeah, let's just get back to it. This is where Genos would meet Saitama. Genos would come across Saitama when he was fighting Mosquito Girl from the House of Evolution, and he was about to be defeated by the Mosquito Girl, but Saitama would come in and one-shot her. Seeing Saitama's power, Genos immediately asked Saitama to be his disciple, and Saitama said yes, probably because he didn't exactly hear what Genos had asked him. But from this point on, Genos would become Saitama's disciple, and the two would have a lot of adventure. Like immediately after becoming Saitama's disciple, the two got into a fight with the House of Evolution because that mosquito girl that Genos fought a few days prior was from the House of Evolution. So the two of them would go there and to take out the House of Evolution, which they did successfully. And from that point on, they would continue to go on um, a lot of adventures, such as the destroying the giant meteor that almost destroyed, I don't know, the entire world, basically, essentially, and multiple cities would have been destroyed. Um, Genos was there, but I don't think he really took part in the fight. He was there for Boros. He fought the Deep Sea King, but he was defeated by the Deep Sea King. And throughout all of this, he would continuously get stronger and stronger. He fought a lot of heroes, the G4 robot, which he fought and destroyed. G4 robot. He joined this, and he would also join the Hero Association with Saitama. Um, he continued to join the Hero Association with Saitama. He went this is manga. I know this isn't a webcomic, but this is manga only. When Saitama took part in the martial arts tournament, Genos wiped out a bunch of monsters that were being attacked. Um, that were attacking the city, and I think he defeated like two demons in a day, just to show you how strong he had gotten. Yeah, so that's Genos over the course of like a few months. timeline wise, it's been a few months, and that was generally what he was doing. You know, he just continued to follow Saitama. He studies and watches Saitama very, very carefully, like everything that Saitama does, but from the way he sits, the way he reads comic books, like everything. He analyzes every aspect of Saitama in hopes of trying to attain Saitama's power. Because Genos doesn't actually believe that the way Saitama tells him, the way Saitama told him that he achieved his power, Genos doesn't actually believe in that. Because he sees that as just basic training. Yeah, so this would continue up until the Monster Association arc, where he took part in it, and yeah, at the end of the Monster Association arc, he was actually killed by Garo, and this pissed off Saitama. But there's a whole thing there where it, Garo sent Saitama back in time, and Saitama stopped Garo before he could kill Genos. There's a whole thing there. Um, but currently in the manga, because Saitama's city was destroyed by the assault on the Monster Association and the whole war that happened with them, Genos currently lives in the Hero Association's headquarters with Saitama. And he's actually right next to Saitama, and he has a hole in there. And he briefly fought Flashy Flash just to, uh, maybe Flash wasn't taking it seriously, but you know this is a great perspective idea of how much powerful Genos has become since we first saw him when he fought Mosquito Girl. He is insanely powerful currently in the story. He's incredibly powerful, disaster level dragon, and he will continue to get stronger, and he is going to get stronger. So yeah, that's Genos. There really there's no real need to go into like specific detail about him because he's an overview. But yeah, Genos is a very fun character. You know, he he's a pretty good comedic foil to Saitama in the current manga. The way he's like incredibly analytical, incredibly serious, and Saitama is just lax and doesn't take anything really that seriously because he doesn't really need to take anything seriously. Um, yeah, and yeah, that's Genos. He's a pretty fun character, like I said in the beginning. Yeah, tell me what you think. Tell me what you love about him most. Is it like his cool fire blast? Is it his personality, his intense personality? Is it he's just a cyborg? Is it his very, very cool hero name, which is the Demon Cyborg or Demon Cyborg, not the Demon Cyborg. Yeah. Um, Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one, and bye bye.